It's a rivalry game that has defined both of these programs for generations. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Clemson Tigers offense will have the football first. The Tigers pulled out a close one the last time they saw their Palmetto State rivals.
And Clemson, they were sleepwalking early in that game. They know when they play South Carolina, they're going to get their A-plus effort. They're going to have to take some haymakers, and they got to wake up in this one.
I think it's tough late in the season, regardless when you play. The rivalry is deep. The hatred is deep. Even when seasons are out of touch for South Carolina, they can put an exclamation point by beating Clemson at the end of the year.
There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Here comes Clemson with another first down. They're going back to the ground. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. First down, 10 yards to go. Snap it to the back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback making adjustments. It's complete. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now it's second and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's third and goal and third and long. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So South Carolina's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The option look. And the visitors have nothing doing as they are greeted rudely on the opening play of the game. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Wants to bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Scott. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Scott. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. He now has 63 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Right on the money. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll go with a direct snap. Headed to the end zone. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The game, originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday, was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. A trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree, 4th.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Got a man, it's Williams. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun on 3rd down. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Now on the move. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I think the route runner got a little bit sloppy on his route. You've got to do a better job creating some separation when you're running these end routes. But good job by the defense, too, because they took advantage and knocked the ball away.
Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's got it on the right. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the right. And his throw is incomplete.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's the give off the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to buy time. Lets it fly. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He's going to run it. At the 40, there he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Fights off a defender. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get
into the secondary on the right. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Wow, this offense, they have get down into this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Looking for a crease to the left. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. And the Gamecocks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Hunt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Still looking on the move. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he throws left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now, here's second and long. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He rifles one deep to the left. Makes the grab deep. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Just enough time for one final play in this half. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting a sack. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, the Palm Tree Trophy on the line, and already Clemson and South Carolina have given us some stirring moments.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Lots of running room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Getting set for the point after. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. With jet sweep pass. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Correct.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks to the first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Moves away as he feels pressure. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
That's impressive. I'll tell you, the quarterback, of course, he's left-handed, but that time he's rolling to his right. So it's not easy to be accurate throwing when you're running that way, but nice throw to get that completion.
He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Look out, he's got room. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Offense gets set for second down. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And wings it incomplete.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Gamecocks will punt it away on fourth down. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Secures it at the 30. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Off the boot, looking for his man. The short hands, it's Scott.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again, and again, and again. Just wears you out.
They drag him down, but not before he picks up a Clemson first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. They make the stop, and he'll have enough down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. On the option, he'll pitch it. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's trying to get it in, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he leads it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off-play action on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Scott. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
He's got it. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Looking for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. Quick strike through the air for the score. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. The Tigers putting down a big paw print right now as they start to pull away from the Gamecocks.
Yeah, and I think you kind of get this here we go again feeling. Clemson had the upper hand in this series for a while now. Clemson always talked about, always loved. South Carolina's got to answer.
I feel like Clemson's been winning on the recruiting trail between these two teams in the last several years now, and I think that's really starting to show itself on the field today.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's going to throw deep right side. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He'll field the punt and take it back. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Clemson ready to dial up some ball play. Got it on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Offense is stopped. Will be 2 on downs.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. No huddle offense to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They aren't deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Here comes the heat. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Scanning the field, it's Denson. Gets rid of it. The throw to the outside is complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Now he's going to break the pocket. The throw. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Running to Green. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year. Lets it fly deep downfield. They took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the catch. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Here's a heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Second down, he'll throw it. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
He goes out of bounds just short of the first down marker, and the defense gets a stop. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Denson. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Got room to work. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play action fake. Under fire. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. South Carolina did a lot of throwing before the game, but as it turns out, the chicken curse is alive and well as Clemson wins the Palmetto Showdown. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.